So I do kind of a folky version of an old Temptation song. The Temptation that I will openly admit did not play back here. But I'm going to do a folk version, so if they did show up and play, maybe they'd play it this way. 1965 was the year. This became a hit. I might ask you for a little participation in the middle of the song as well. I got sunshine on a cloud day. When it's cold outside, I got Mother May. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way to my girl. Talking about my girl. My girl. Oh, 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 oh. We didn't even need to rehearse that. It was very good, guys. It'll be even better next time around. I got so much honey, the peace they envy me. I got a sweeter song than the birds up in the trees. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way. It's my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl, oh, oh yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, yeah. Do-do-do-do-do, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, hey, hey, hey. Talking about my girl. Talking about my girl. I don't need no money, no fortune, no fame. 'Cause I got all riches, baby, one man could ever claim. Well, I guess say what can make me feel this way. It's my girl, my girl, my girl. I'm talking about my girl. I'm talking about my girl, my girl, my girl. I'm talking about my girl. Yeah.
friends, welcome to Newport, Rhode Island, my hometown. I grew up here doing this type of thing as a family event. This is a traditional New England style clam bake. It is a manner of cooking that's very traditional, very simple, just labor intensive, but it's a manner of cooking developed by the Native Americans of New England, of this region, and it goes back centuries, maybe millennia. We're not quite sure. In any case, at some point, this manner of cooking was passed on to the colonists who settled here, and it became quite popular in the 1800s. This fort was built in 1824, it's 201 years old, and at the time it was built, that's when clam bakes really became a popular thing. Every town in Rhode Island really had their own clam bake pavilion during the 1800s, and this would be a big summer tradition right here. So on a beautiful summer day, really our first beautiful summer day of the year, you are enjoying one of the great traditions of a New England summer. So that's fantastic. So if you think you've been to a clam bake before, and that clam bake didn't involve this stuff, you actually haven't been to a clam bake. So this process right here began for us this morning at about, we came here at 9 o'clock and we built a large bonfire structure. So we took wood pallets and built them up this high, and then on top of those wood pallets we put granite rocks. These are pieces of rocks from previous fires, but we have large rocks, like grapefruit size rocks. The granite will hold the heat pretty well, and then we put more wood on top. We lit it off and we let it burn, and that fire burned for about an hour, full hour, until it was nothing but ash. We scraped the ash off to the side, and we're left with just a bed of hot rocks. And on top of those hot rocks, we put this. This is called rockweed. And yesterday, these boys very eagerly went out into the ocean, and they picked this off the rocks. This is the most important ingredient. If they hadn't done that yesterday, we wouldn't be eating today. So this rockweed grows in New England, and it's a plant that attaches itself to the rocks between low tide and high tide, that mark. So in low tide, it's completely exposed to the sun and it dries out. At high tide, it's floating in the water rather beautifully. And so because it's twice a day exposed and covered, it's a very rugged plant. It's rubbery, it's very rugged. And you put this on the hot rocks, it doesn't burn. What it does, it releases moisture, it releases that salt water, releases the flavor of the plant itself, and it's the steam from this that cooks your food today. So it's not the rocks, it's the steam from the seaweed. So on top of the seaweed, we put all the food that we're going to eat today. And then we let it sit for 2 hours. We hope for the best. So let's see what we got here. Help me out, Jack. Go back and forth.
A lot of steam, be careful.
There's a lot of steam. Moment of truth. Suspense is building. All right.
Wow, look how red they are.
Perfect every time. Excellent. So, what you have here, let me take that one right there. We've got corn on the cob, kept in the cob to keep it moist. We got potatoes, red russet potatoes. We got chorizo, which is a Portuguese sausage popular here in Rhode Island, where we have a large Portuguese population. It's a very mild smoked sausage. We have a soft-shelled clam, which is a steamed clam. If you've never had it before, you just pull it from the shell like this. This is why it's called a clam bake. And it's got a skin on the neck. You just pull that back like that. Okay? Oh my God. Worth it. All right, and then of course we have Rhode Island lobster. For those of you who are wondering, what's the difference between Rhode Island lobster and Maine lobster? It's mainly the accent.
for the meat of the farm.
Yeah, we're
Have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? I hate the snow.